everybody. God loves you, God loves me, and God loves everybody. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Hello, universe.
Hello, universe.
And welcome back to the Mrs. Wonderful Show. I am so glad and happy that you are here. So we welcome you to Therapy TV, where we don't just talk, we connect.
Connect with you.
Right. God is good.
It's a little hot. I just had a cup of coffee and it's a little hot.
Yeah, you have.
Warm in here.
Yes, and you have to bear with me today. The presence of God was so strong on me today before we started this show, and I'm just trying to just get through it. But it's a good thing, though. It should be a great thing. Experiencing God, it should be a great thing. Well, anyway, you guys, I am your host, Mrs. Wonderful, and this is your co-host, Tony. Say hello to the universe, Tony.
Hello, universe.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and for those of you who have been following along, you already know that this is our success season. This season, where you will learn to be successful. So those of you who are just tuning into our show for the first time ever, we thank you for being here on today. We thank you for being here and for tuning into our show. So yes. Anyway, this is our success season. All right. So Tony, how are you doing today? Are you feeling it today, or you just?
I'm cool. I'm here. So we just we're gonna keep the show moving. So yeah.
Sometimes you feel like that, just because you do a show is not like you always into it. Sometimes you have to just prep yourself and get into it. We have our days. Sometimes you have good days, we have bad days. And
I'm here. I'm just hot.
he said he's just hot.
But I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today's discussion question is, we have a couple discussion questions on today. Are you reaching your full potential?
Okay.
Are you reaching your full potential? And Tony, I'm gonna go ahead and just start the show.
Dig right on in.
Thank you, hon. All right. A lot of us are doing the bare minimum. You are not stretching yourself. You are staying within your comfort zone, and that's not always good. In order to be happy, you have to step outside of your comfort zone. You need to be pushing and constantly training yourself to have a spirit of excellence and to excel beyond your normal routine. God wants us to reach high in life. Yes. And the thing is with this is, I used to work at a retail job.
Okay.
And I dreaded going there every day because I knew that there was a part of me that needed to be somewhere else. I knew that wasn't just where I supposed to be, but I kept on going to that job and staying there. And, I kept on looking for a job. When I did look for a new job, I looked for the same job inside of the same field. I was not going outside of that field. And so one day I realized, I said, I'm going to go and follow through. I wanted to work with children too as well. So I was like, well, let me go and look for another job in another field and actually try that. And when I did that, it ended up working out, and it also was out of my comfort zone, but I found myself being a little happier, being outside of my comfort zone. So if you keep looking for the same job in the same field, or you keep doing the same thing, sometimes you have to, change it around and look for something else or do something differently. So, Tony, how do you feel about that, about reaching your full potential? Do you have anything to say with that?
Kind of what you're saying.
Okay.
You gotta come out of your comfort zone, which is it's a hard thing to do, when you're trying to come out your comfort zone because you're so used to what you've been doing, and kind of what you've been doing has been getting you. I would say kind of what you've been doing, but what you've been doing has been getting you the same results that you've been getting thus far. I know for me, I have had a problem coming out of my comfort zone, and I have to force myself to come out of basically what's easy. Basically what comes easy to you. It could be something that's very, very, very mediocre, and it's mediocre, but you kind of like, okay, well, I want to stretch myself, but it's kind of like you scared to kind of jump over that cliff that you need to jump over. You kind of scared to take that leap to say, okay, I know this is what I need to do. I know I need to jump over this cliff, but at the same time, I'm safe here at the edge. And safety zones and comfort zones are pretty much dead zones. You're not going to move anywhere. You're not going to go anywhere. So you have to find that strength and that courage to jump over that edge. And I know with jumping over that edge, it comes a lot of worry, a lot of concern, a lot of fear.
Yes.
And nobody wants to fail. When you jump over that cliff and when you come out of that comfort zone, nobody wants to fail. But the funny thing about it is when you do come out of that comfort zone, you feel so much better. I'll tell you a story recently, what I've been doing this week. I've been learning German for the past couple of days, and for a long time I've been procrastinating on getting started. Been procrastinating. I got the app on my phone. It's been pretty much waiting for me. I downloaded the app just so I can learn German. And I took the first plunge this week to actually start doing it. And when I started doing it, there was this sense of satisfaction that came over me, because it was like, wow, I'm actually starting to do it. And when I actually started to do it, coming out of that comfort zone, it's funny because you come out of what you think is your comfort zone. Then when you move into that new arena that you think is not going to be so comfortable, you find yourself being comfortable, even more comfortable than what you was in that last comfort zone. So what I'm saying is, before I started pretty much teaching myself this German, before I started doing that, it was kind of like, well, I'm a little bit afraid. Am I going to latch onto it? Am I going to catch it? Is it going to be hard? Is it going to be easy? Of course, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. Anytime you're coming out of a comfort zone, it's always going to be hard. But you have to start making what's hard into your comfort zone. And eventually, as you start to see, it starts to become your comfort zone, because you get this satisfaction that, wow, I actually took that plunge. I actually started doing something that I told myself that I was going to do. And you just feel a whole lot better. It makes you happy. It puts a happiness on the inside of you. So even with that fear, you might be fearful of it before you start going at it. But once you start going at it, you start realizing, like, wow, this is not as scary as I thought it was going to be. And I'm on my third day now. Of doing it, and now I can't wait to get to the lesson now, because now I'm like, okay, now I want to find out what else I can do, and made my own notebook and kind of just made myself comfortable. And that's what you have to start doing. And eventually, after a while, you start realizing that what you thought wasn't going to be comfortable starts to become comfortable. And I ain't gonna say it starts to become easy, because it's work and you got to keep on going at it. You got to keep working at it. But that fear, it's almost like that fear instantly goes away. That fear that was holding you, or them chains that you feel like was holding you, as soon as you step into that unfamiliar zone, it's like them chains automatically get broken. That fear leaves quick. And before you know it, you like, wow, I've been waiting this long to do this for what? I've been waiting this long to try to get into this, what I thought was not my comfort zone, and then you find out, like, wow, I pretty much procrastinated for nothing. Kind of, really. Start realizing, like, wow, I could have ended this if I just would have took that plunge, or just flipped that switch and just said, all right, cool, let me just go ahead and get this done. So what it's taught me is that you have to just go ahead and step into it. You got to have the faith. You have to break that fear. And I don't know if I said this in another show. As I said, always, I listen to a lot of Les Brown, and what I get from a lot of Les Brown is that there's an acronym for fear. There's an acronym for fear that he had, I think, from Zig Ziglar, who's another motivational speaker. That fear is false evidence appearing real. And then when you put your faith in there, that's finding answers in the heart. So it's kind of like you say, okay, well, I have all the answers inside of me, and talking to death again. I have all these answers
This is
inside.
a talk show.
It's a talk show, and kind of wasn't into it, but now I'm talking. Now I'm getting into it. But that fear, it is, and you look back at it, and you're like, this is false evidence that appears real. And then when you actually get into it and you go off your faith, it's like, wow, I've had these answers inside of me the whole time. So it's like you're finding all your answers that's already inside of you, that's already in your heart. So if the answers are already there, you know what you need to do. You just have to take that plunge and just go ahead and just do it. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but when you start doing it, you start realizing like, wow, this isn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. The work is hard because you got to put the work in. And you gotta push yourself to do it constantly. You got to push yourself to do it, but you start realizing, okay, the more work I put in, the closer I'm getting to my goal. I said this on the last show that inch by inch, you work on it inch by inch, you're gonna get there. Don't worry about going a long distance. Don't worry about going for the yard. Don't try to do so many different bursts of energy in one time. Do it a little by little. You do it a little by little every day. I've been doing them German lessons 30 minutes a day, and it's still making me feel good. I don't have to work it for an hour. I don't have to work it for 2 hours. 30 minutes a day, just working on something. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, just committing yourself to doing it. And then you find out, wow, every day I'm getting a little bit better every single day. So, you just have to just take the plunge, man. Just go at it. Reach your full potential. Just go for it. Stop stopping yourself from reaching the best that's in you, pretty much. I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna keep on going, and then we got more show to do. So I'm gonna let the show continue because I'll keep on going.
No, you're okay because they need to hear.
And I don't know if I'm rambling. I feel like I'm rambling, but
that's all right. The God is using you and and putting stuff on your heart to say, and that's okay.
I think everybody has this inside of them.
Yeah, we do.
We all know when we're not reaching our full potential. We all know when we are. I'm about to say something else. We all know when we slacking, and we all know when, we all know when we can push ourselves a little bit more. We all know when we're not giving 100%. And it's hard to give 100% every single day. It's hard. You get tired, you get worn out. Y'all might hear a cat because she's starting to creep up in here. But it's tiring to give 100% every day. But you have to do your best to try to push to give 100% every day. And if you can't do 100%, do 90, do 80, do something. Doing something is better than doing 0. Mm-hmm. If y'all, that's what I feel like. You do something, doing something is better than doing nothing. That's what I feel like. Even if you can't give 100, give something. You give something and push a little bit. You might not be able to give 100% today. You might be able to do 40% today, 50%. But the next day you pick it back up and say, all right, cool, I did mediocre yesterday. Let me pick this back up and let me get the energy and let me give 100% today and give 100% the next day and give 100% the next day. You might get to that 4th day. You might be tired. You might say, okay, I really can't do it today, but I'm going to give it my all. Give it your all. As long as you give it your all, then you have nobody else. You have nothing to prove to nobody else. Give it your all. Your only competition is yourself. So give it your all and do the best that you can do on an everyday basis.
All right.
Yeah.
Now,
am I going to
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, that's okay. Fine.
Okay.
We're at a talk show. We're talking here. People need to hear what you have to say, whatever is on your heart, what you have to say. Mm-hmm. People need to hear you. Okay. Heck, I need to hear you. We all need to. So what I want to say, the note is, when you said coming outside of your comfort zone, and then once you come outside of your comfort zone, you start feeling comfortable. Yeah, once you come outside of your comfort zone, and you touch exactly what I was going to say. Okay. So that was great, and this is what I wanted to add. Check this out, you guys. And the word, God says, you are equipped to do it. Whatever is outside of your comfort zone, you equipped to do it already. And you feel scared, but check this out. Why is it that once you get outside of your comfort zone, you start feeling comfortable and you realize, wow, I'm happier. Wow, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Think about it.
It's already in you.
It's already in you.
It's already in you. Oh,
wow.
Once again, I'm going on. I listen to a lot of motivational stuff to get me going, and I need to revisit it. A lot of things with motivational videos, you got to revisit stuff because it's in there, but then as you keep listening, your repetition, as you keep listening to it, comes back. And I can't remember exactly how it was the name of the sequence, and I can't remember how it was, but the dude was talking about when you're trying to grow, when you're growing, you're not taking nothing away, you're adding to it because it's already in you. And the way he did it as a sequence is he did it as numbers, and I have to come back on the next show as I revisit it again. But he was like, you just add on to what you already had. So it's like the way he put it is like you do 1 + 1 is 2. And I know it's not making no sense right now, but when I come back, I'm gonna come back and rehash this for you guys. But you do 1 + 1 is 2. Then you do 2 + 4, you got 8. And then you got 8 + 8, you got 16. And then 16 + 16 is 32. So basically what he was saying was what you have in you is already in you. You just keep adding. As you keep on adding, it keeps on growing. And it's a sequence for the name of it, and I can't remember what the sequence is, but basically what he's saying is everything that we have in us to grow is already in us. We're not pulling from any place else. We're not taking away from any place else. It's already in us. So the more you add on to yourself, the more you keep on growing, but it's already in you. If I'm making sense, if I'm making sense to you guys, it's already in us. It's just we have to have the courage, and we have to have the energy, we have to have the discipline to tap into that and just keep on adding on. You ever notice when you're doing something new, as we said, when you come out of that comfort zone and you add on and you keep doing something new, you keep constantly, you get better. And really, you're not really adding on from nothing else that's already in you. You know, you kind of, when you get better and you add on and you keep on going past your comfort zone, it's like you automatically get this motivation inside of yourself to keep on going. So I look at that like, okay, well, that's the add-on, really, because you kind of have that motivation in you that when you learning something new and you overcoming an obstacle, you like, oh man, I overcame this obstacle. What else can I do? Then you just like, all right, boom, let me tackle the next thing. And then when you tackle that one, you like, oh man, I tackled 2 things. Let me do the next one. So it's like you already have that energy inside of you to keep on going after what it is that you want to go after. You know what I mean? So it's not it's a thing about, we all are afraid of achieving greatness that's inside of us. I think we all have that fear.
All right, and check out the last show, because I believe the last show was "Are You Afraid of Greatness?" That was the last show.
So I guess we're kind of pushing what we did last show into this show as well, which it all ties in together. You know what I mean? So in being afraid of finding your greatness, and I think we all are afraid to do that until we start working in it, and then you start working in it, then you start realizing like, wow, I can achieve what I want to achieve as well. It's just the thing, you got to get started. You know what I mean? I think I said that on the last show that, you know, you don't have to be great to get started, but you got to get started to be great. So it's just, you got to start, you know what I mean? And it's hard to come out of that comfort zone. It's hard to say, okay, let me go ahead and try to achieve this goal or this obstacle that I've been trying to overcome for however long it's been, whether it's been days, weeks, years, you know, however long, but it's never too late to get started. You can always start. As long as you got breath in your lungs and you got a beating heart and you wake up every single day, there's always an opportunity for you to go after what it is that you want to go after. So don't be afraid to go after it. You know, some people might say I'm too old or it's too late for me. It ain't never too late. As long as you are above ground, you always got the opportunity to achieve what
you are really taking the words out my mouth.
Because it's kind of a transformation. It's a transformation for me too. Because as I'm getting older, I'm learning this stuff too. Because I had a moment where I was like, well, I'm getting older, and I don't know if it's too late for me to achieve what I want to achieve. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, why not? You know what I mean? Through listening to a lot, through reading a lot of motivational stuff, and listening to a lot of motivational videos, to actually seeing other people achieve things that are older than me. And I'm like, well, if they doing it, then why can't I? I can do it too. So it's just a renewing of your mind, so to say. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say so to say it is. It's a renewing of your mind because you think one way and then you get something that interrupts them thoughts and changes your whole perception of thinking of what you can accomplish and what you can do. You know? But at the same time, even when you do get those thoughts, even when you get that interruption in your thoughts, you have to put it into action now. You have to just start doing the work now. Yeah. I'm taking over your show. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, okay. You're okay. I mean, you're the co-host.
I just feel like I'm taking over the show.
I mean, you're the co-host, and you're the co-host.
Okay. I just feel like I'm taking over the show.
We're both hosting the show.
Okay, I just feel
like we're both hosting the show. So
yakking.
No, but you're talking about stuff we need to hear. You're not talking about macaroni and cheese.
I'm not talking about macaroni and cheese. Macaroni would be kind of good right about now.
Macaroni sounds so good. I love macaroni.
Kind of good right now.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, actually, what I wanted to add, I'm listening to you.
Okay.
You know, I'm just taking notes so I can add what I want to say. So what you said, you was like, wow, you're stuck in. No, baby. You said you're too old. People might think they're too old, and I wanted to add this too. If you're stuck in your ways, you're gonna have to change yourself.
That's if they want to change.
Yeah.
That's if they want to change.
If you want things to get better or you want things to change, you're going to have to come out of your stubbornness.
Yeah.
You're going to have to come out of your way, because when you get older, I notice a lot of older people are stuck in their ways. So if you want to come out, I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know who I'm talking to somebody right now. I feel like I'm talking to somebody. But if you want to lose weight, or if you want to do anything, whatever, I don't know, that could be a dream. Anything could be a dream. The dream of transforming yourself, dreaming of whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. You have to do things differently and come out of the comfort zone. Yeah. Yes, that's part of the comfort zone.
It's a lot of things. A lot of people feel like a lot of people, they're in that comfort zone, and a lot of people feel like they can't change. Like, some people might feel like I can't change, or some people might feel like, well, why change now? I've been this way for so long, and they've been doing something for 20, 30 odd years, and some people don't want to change, and I'm not saying that's bad, but I put it to you like this. Some people don't want to change. Some people are like, you know what, I'm comfortable, I'm where I am, I'm not going to change. And they are exactly happy where they are. And if that be the case, then hey, so be it. If you're happy and you're comfortable and you're living your life, and it's just something that you just like, you know what, it is what it is, and it is what it is. But if you're in a place you want to change but don't feel like you can't change, you can. As I said, as long as you rub ground, you can change anything that you want to change. You just have to make the commitment. You have to have a made up mind and just say, you know what, hey, I don't care, you 450 pounds. If you 450 pounds and you like, look, I want to drop at least 50, and you might be 65 years old, you can do that. You just have to make up your mind and say, listen, I'm 450 pounds. I want to go down to 400, or I want to go down to 350. I'm 65. Body not really responding the way I want to respond. You got to try it. You don't know until you try it. You don't know. You don't know until you try it. That's the thing. You don't know you don't know how it's going to turn out until you try it.
And I want to let you know this, God is a God of change. Things are always changing.
Constantly.
God himself is who he is. But I'm just saying, things are,
change in your life, man.
Change.
That's just life. God, life, universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe in. Change is just a part of life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the same person next year that I am today. I'm just not. Whether I want to change myself purposely, or it's going to happen naturally. It's going to happen naturally. I think I told you about that. I wrote an article where your life is going to change consistently. Why? Because nature changes consistently. You have 4 seasons in a year that changes consistently. If the laws of nature change, automatically will make you think that you're not going to change. But you as a human being, you have a choice. You can either change for the better or you can change for the worse. You have the option to do that. You have the option to do that. You can say, okay, I'm changing, and it's automatically going to happen. It's automatically going to happen, whether you want it to happen or not. It's going to happen. You're going to change regardless. As you get older, your body's going to change. You're not going to remain, your body's not going to remain 21 years old forever. It's not. It's just not. And whether you like it or not, it's going to change. So you have to make a decision to say, hey, I got to change. And you have to make a decision whether you're going to change for the better or you're going to change for the worse. Because it's going to happen anyway. So if it's going to happen anyway, why not just go ahead and go with the change and just go with it. Go with the change and just say, okay, well, I'm naturally going to change, so I might as well just change for the better and make myself the best person that I can be. You know what I mean? And you're going to have highs and lows. I'm not saying you're going to be up in the clouds all day, because with life, you're going to have up and down moments. You're going to be high. You're going to feel great about what you're doing. And some days you're trying to change yourself and it just ain't working out. You're going to have days when you're like, man, I can't get it together. I'm trying to get this together. I'm trying to figure these things out, and it's just not working. That's just called life. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you can't let it, as much as you can, you cannot let it discourage you from your mission. And like I said, it's easier said than done, because you're gonna have days you're like, man, I don't feel like doing this today. Then you're gonna have some days you're like, all right, cool, we good. You're gonna have better days than other days.
Yeah, and sometimes, sometimes even when you love something,
you still ain't gonna want to do it. And
I love this show. I love this show, but I love this show. And some days I'm just like,
so whatever. Some days you're like, blah. You're like, whatever. Okay, let's get it done. I can't front with y'all. Today I'm like, do I really feel like co-hosting today? But as you can see, I start talking and now I'm getting into it now. But I'm just kind of like, do I really want to do this today? I'm kind of like, I'm tired. It's hot in here, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I really want to.
I'm hungry.
Well, I ain't hungry. I ate before I got on camera. That's one thing I did. That's one thing that I did do. But you have to, it just happens. You got some days you don't want to do it. Then you got some days you're a little bit more perked up. That's what it is. It's just a roller coaster of life. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay.
All right. So we're gonna moving on to the next discussion question.
Okay.
All right. So we
got another question.
Yeah, we have the next discussion question.
Okay. I'm not gonna spend.
Are you?
I'm not. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why are you? Don't downplay yourself.
I'm not downplaying myself.
Okay.
It come out of me, then come out of me. Okay.
You're fine.
Who is hot?
I mean, Miss Wonderful, just get your hands up like, okay, we need to wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Okay. You ever see Dave Chappelle? I know I'm talking. You ever see Dave Chappelle when he had the skit where people kept going and he said something else, and I can't say it on the show, but he's like, wrap it up. If y'all see Dave Chappelle, y'all know what I'm talking about. Dave Chappelle show. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, because there's a lot of shows out there I don't want to mention, but I know.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay.
Universal audience. I know there's people out there that have seen the Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah, I know.
The segment, he was like, wrap it up.
I know.
Okay. Yeah.
I know. I have my babies out there, my children that watch the show sometimes. So something I don't want to mention, even though I know y'all kids watch a lot of stuff
anyway.
Yeah, y'all watch stuff anyway. I know y'all kids are really. Yeah. Change it. It's a new world now.
New day.
Yeah. But okay, you guys. So the next question is: are you self-sabotaging yourself?
Correct.
No, we self-sabotaging.
You didn't say nothing about self-sabotage.
Not yet. We're talking about are you reaching your full potential?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we kind of. Okay. I guess we. I mean,
no. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, pretty much that was the next question. Are you self-sabotaging yourself?
Okay.
But we're kind of talking about it in a way.
Okay.
But I want to add, a lot of people walk around and they listen to all the negative and lowly thoughts, and they beat themselves up.
Okay.
You need to listen to positive and powerful thoughts and act on those thoughts and start speaking life in your situation. You know, and I want to say, like, before I did the show, I was talking and speaking to myself in the mirror. And I told myself, I said, you are powerful. You are talented. You are going places. You are this. I was speaking great things over myself. And I used to have a speak really lowly things about myself. I used to say, oh, you know, you're not worthy. I'm never going to be like them. I'm never going to, you know, really, I'm not really important, you know, and God has changed me. He is changing me. I'm a working process. What is it, progress?
Work in progress.
I'm a working progress.
I think of it like a computer screen.
Okay.
You're loading.
Okay, I'm loading.
Still loading.
Yeah, I'm still loading. And he's changing my thought process or whatever, you know, and it used to be really like, you know, I walk with my head, my eyes to the ground, head down, you know, and now I'm, you know, learning to walk with my head up, you know, and feel great about myself. And you need to speak great things to yourself. You know, when you feeling down, when you feeling depressed, whatever is going on with you, you need to start speaking life to your situation. I mean, Tony, can you add, you know, people self-sabotaging themselves?
I think a lot of times people, well, I'm gonna say people, I'm gonna say us, because we're all a part of the same we're all a part of the same human family, and I believe we all experience the same things where sometimes you can self-sabotage yourself and not even know you're doing it. You can be in a situation like, say you at work, and this is another thing I got. This is another tidbit that I got from Les Brown, because when I heard it, I was like, wow, you know what? He has a point where you self-sabotage yourself, you do it unknowingly. So let's say if you at work and you got to turn in reports on time, and you don't turn in stuff on time, or you're late to work, or you know you're not reaching your full potential, you know, and you're unknowingly doing it. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes when you self-sabotage yourself, you do it sometimes you don't know you're doing it until you actually have to step back and you have to look at yourself and say, wait a minute now, what am I doing? Why is this, when certain things keep happening, you're like, okay, well, why does this keep happening? Sometimes you gotta look at yourself. Am I getting to work on time? Am I turning in reports on time? Am I meeting deadlines? Am I meeting my own personal goals? You know what I mean? Because sometimes you're doing it, you don't know you're doing it, and you don't understand why you're doing it. And going back to what we were saying earlier, that sometimes you could just be afraid. You could be afraid of success. Sometimes sometimes you can want success so bad, you can actually be afraid of it. You know, you could be afraid of, what if I'm going to be successful? A lot of people say, well, am I ever going to be successful? But then you got some people that say, well, what's going to happen when I do become successful? And you could be afraid of actually being successful. You know, you ask yourself that question, like, wow, yeah, I ask myself, will I ever be successful? But what's going to happen when I actually do become successful? And that can be fearful too. You know, you can be afraid of actually being a success and be afraid of actually becoming successful, you know. But going back to self-sabotaging yourself, I think a lot of times, I think we all do it. You know, we get afraid of our own greatness. And in self-sabotaging ourselves, we kind of keep ourselves from reaching it. I was self-sabotaging myself when I stalling on learning the German. That's self-sabotage. Me stalling on it. Got the program loaded in my phone and took me forever to get on it. So that's self-sabotaging yourself, because you can be afraid of, you know, what happens if I do actually be successful at it, you know? So I think we all experience that. I think we all experience the fact that we can be great. And I think a lot of us know we can be great, but some of us don't know, because a lot of us haven't had them thoughts inside of our head. Like you said, you walked around with your head down and you're saying you're nothing, you know. So it's all about, you know, it's all about training your thoughts, you know what I mean? And that's an everyday process as well. That's not something you can tell yourself, I'm great today. And then tomorrow, something can get up in your spirit and make you feel like, man, what am I doing all of this for? You know, what's the purpose? What am I doing this for? And then next thing you know, you go from here and down to here, you know. So you just got to be aware of all that stuff. Be aware of what you're listening to, and listening to your own thoughts, and not self-sabotaging yourself. You got same way you got to build yourself up. You got to encourage yourself, because sometimes people ain't going to encourage you. So you got to be able to rely on yourself, and rely on whatever higher power you believe in to push you through and get you through them rough times. You know what I mean? So like I said, I think self-sabotage is in all of us, whether we know we're doing it or whether we don't know we're doing it, and we have to kind of interrupt, not kind of, but we have to interrupt those thoughts. Whether you're doing it, whether you're saying I'm nothing, I can't do this, I'm not important, or you unknowingly doing it, knowing that you want to do something in your life and you're just not doing it. That's self-sabotage.
I want to say this. He talked about, about the success thing, or about, when you get there, would you be scared? What happens when you do become successful? I want to first say this.
Okay.
Are you ready for success? You have to be ready for when that success does come.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Can you really be prepared?
No, just to ask yourself, what happens? What happens when you really do become extremely successful? Are you ready? Because sometimes you become so successful so fast that it tears people down because they're not ready for the fame. They're not ready for all that stuff. So that could be taking us in another direction.
But
But
it shouldn't be about fame, but just whatever level of success.
Enjoy the process.
That you definitely
enjoy the basically process. That's what maybe I'm trying to say. Enjoy the process. You might want to. Of course, we're talking about achieving your greatness, but also enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process as you achieving, your greatness. Enjoy it.
It can be hard to enjoy the journey sometimes, because the journey can be rough. But if you can try to find the good in it, because there's gonna be some days you're not gonna be able to find no kind of good in the journey that you're going through.
Okay, I want to add something. I was at the store yesterday, and I was going through something. It had something on my mind that was bothering me today. Yesterday was one of those days, and I'm a positive person, but things sometimes bother me as well. So as I was walking in the store, I saw something, and it said, "Enjoy the ride." So I was like, and all of a sudden something came to my mind that I wrote: "Enjoy the ride with God on your side."
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Enjoy the ride. So whatever is bothering you, just enjoy the ride with God on your side. I mean, is that saying everything?
Yeah, I believe that's saying everything.
Okay.
It's saying everything, but as I always say, it's easier said than done. And I'm not trying to throw a monkey wrench in the program, but sometimes it's hard to enjoy the ride sometimes, because things can be beaten on you. A lot of times it's hard to enjoy the ride, but you have to try to encourage yourself even when you don't feel like it. And that's a rough thing to do sometimes. Sometimes you just don't. Some days you just don't want to encourage yourself. Some days it's like, man, this has beat me up so bad I don't even want to try to encourage myself. But if you could just get just a little bit of encouragement, it'll go a long way. Even when you're getting beat up and you feel like being dragged in the mud, and sometimes you just have to be like, look, man, I gotta get up and I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. If you just gotta keep telling yourself, I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. You keep telling yourself that, even when you feel like you're being drugged in the mud, that little bit of encouragement can stretch you to say, you know what, I can get up and I can get through this. I can get through this. I can fight another day. I can fight another day. For me, when I get that way, sometimes just the simple fact of saying, you know what, man, as I always say, I'm above ground. I'm not dead. I'm above ground, and I can be in the ground, because I know there's a lot of people who haven't made it to be my age. And I think about that, and that makes me say, you know what, I have to get up. Even when I don't feel like it, I say, you know what, in spite of what I'm going through, there's a lot of people who have not made it to be my age, especially being a black male. There's a lot of black men who has not made it to be my age. And I'm like, you know what, okay, I got to keep on going, because this is a blessing to be above ground. it's a blessing to be standing on my own 2 feet. It's a blessing to have air in my lungs. My heart is beating. It's a blessing just to be alive every day. Even though there's stuff in life that could be beating you up, I'm still here. I'm not in the ground, because I got a lot more living to do and I got a lot more things to do. So I think about that whenever I'm having a problem or a malfunction. My face might not say it. My face might be tore up. My face gonna be tore up all to be damned. But I'm like, I gotta keep on moving. I have to keep on pushing. I have to keep on going because there are a lot of people who are not breathing right now, who are not able to live life the way I'm living life right now. So that's my motivation when I say I can't do this, and they say yes you can because you're still alive, and I still got a lot more work to do.
All right.
So that's my motivation. I don't know what gets y'all motivated, but that's what gets me motivated. You know what I mean? That's what gets me motivated to know that there are people who haven't made it to be my age, and I'm still here. So yeah, that's what keeps me going.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I get off subject? I feel like I get off subject.
Well, we're going to end this discussion.
Okay.
Tony, so thank you so much for being a part of the discussion. Mm-hmm. And you guys, I hope you are learning.
I think that coffee is waking me up too.
I got you. Yeah. I hope you guys are learning something from us. And I just, hope we're not talking so much, but this is a talk show. So,
it's a talk show, but we always hope with every show. We'll be giving y'all some tidbits that y'all can take away from. And as I said, the stuff that I listen to, I try to pass it on to other people because it's paying it forward. If it helped me, I feel like it'll help somebody else. So hopefully we're giving y'all enough information. And even if it's not enough information, we're giving y'all just a little bit that I can take away, and it can get y'all motivated to get through your day or get through whatever y'all going through. We hope that it's serving its purpose.
Yes. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this discussion because we have a few more things to add to the show. So I want to keep it rolling because we already 40 minutes in now. So
wow,
yeah. So I don't want to keep you guys for forever. Okay. So I want to be considerate of my viewers, even though shows run for a long time sometimes, but I want to be considerate of your time. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, you guys, I want to go ahead and move it along to the next part of the show, which is our history lesson. All right, for our history lesson. You guys, for those of you who love glitter, I'm going to talk to you about glitter today, just to give you a brief history lesson about glitter. I'm sure you have seen glitter on a lot of celebrities. Lakita T. Sharp, author, founder of the Adventures of Rainbow Girl series. She loves glitter. Beyonce, she wears a lot of glitter. Mariah Carey and Prince loves to sparkle. He used to wear a lot of outfits. Prince, the artist, still remembering you, Prince, right? Still remember you.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And I want to say that, just to let you know that where glitter originated, the widely accepted story is that modern glitter was invented by Henry Rushman in New Jersey, USA, around 1934. He founded a company called Meadowbrook Inventions, which produces glitter for retailers around the world. So, glitter can be seen, in different arts and crafts. And that you are an artist, Tony. So
I've used glitter since I was in the second grade.
Yeah.
It's messy, but people like glitter.
But people love glitter. And whenever you can add some sparkle in your life, please add some sparkle.
Me personally, it gets everywhere and it's just messy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come off easy.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So, that is the history lesson on today. And Tony, thanks for hanging out with me. I love you being here. Okay, you guys, for one of my favorite parts of the show as well is the book of the season, the book of the day. But we have actually two books that we want you guys to use for homework for this season of the show, for this season. And you guys, I want you guys to how can you hold this up right here? Hold on for a second. This is our Amazon pick. You can purchase these books at Amazon right now. You can do that. So our first book is Unstoppable. This is written by author Lakita T. Sharp, and she has experienced obstacle after obstacle, and she was always, things were just always not working out for her good, and she just believed in herself and to reach her destiny. And you can check out her book. Definitely check it out. You can check her out and visit her website at www.lsharp.simplesite.com. Again, that's www.lsharp.simplesite.com, and you can purchase her book on Amazon now. So check this woman out. She was working at a retail store, and then she got her own ministry. So you go, Lakita T. Sharp. Go, girl. Mwah. So go ahead. Move on to the next book. That was Unstoppable. Okay. Now our next book. You guys heard of him. You guys know him. You guys love him. Please. Come on. Hold it up. Tyler Perry book. And you can actually purchase this book at Walmart and Walmart. I got this one from Walmart, and you can purchase it at Amazon.com, of course. And Tyler Perry have experienced obstacle after obstacle. He has lost his mom. He has had, his plays, people not coming to his plays, and then he kept on.
I'm actually still reading the book.
Oh, yeah. So okay. So anyway, this book is awesome. He experienced obstacle after obstacle, and you need to check out this book, okay? And Tyler Perry, I want to say to you that I love you.
Yeah, good inspiration. I'm sorry, I'm cutting.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, okay. Okay, yes. I love you so much. I look up to you and Oprah Winfrey. You guys, I know you guys are friends, and you guys are my distant friends. I love you guys so much. Miss Wonderful loves you. I love you guys. So keep doing what you do and working and inspiring others and working. And Tony, I want you to say, what do you have anything to say to Tyler Perry while he's up here?
While he's
watching. Yeah, while he's watching.
I started reading the book last week, and I'm like on. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm a slow reader, but when it comes down to books like that, I like to take my time to read it so I can take in some tidbits from the book. But I've been taking notes with the book too. But I'm like on chapter 6, I believe, 6 or 7. But he's got some good tidbits in there of a lot of stuff that we've been talking about, and a lot of things that I feel like me and Miss Wonderful kind of follow. So check the book out. I know the price tag is kind of blocking the title, but it's Tyler Perry. The book is Higher Is Waiting.
Higher Is Waiting.
It's called Higher Is Waiting, and yeah, check the book out. It's a good read so far, and I'm pretty sure all the way through it is going to continue to keep on being a good read. But I'm like I said, I'm on a 6 or 7 chapter, and so far it's got my attention. And yeah, it's some good stuff in there. So check it out. Check the book out. Yeah.
And is it Nadia, right? It's a Nadia. His character that Tyler Perry. Is it Madia? Madia. I love you, Madia. I love you. All right. You guys, I'm gonna put this down. Tyler Perry. Mwah. All right. Oprah Winfrey. Mwah. Love y'all. Okay. So, anything else you want to say?
Nah. I said it all today.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
Audience, thank you for being a part of us on today. I love you. I can't do this show without you. Thank you, God, for being my audience as well. If you have a question for me, Mrs. Wonderful, or Tony, please shoot us an email at ksharpkids@gmail.com. Again, that's ksharpkids@gmail.com.
gmail.com.
What was I thinking? Okay, if you like don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button as well if you like the show. As always, stay cool,
stay
smooth, and stay marvelous. And as always, God loves you, God loves me, and God loves everybody. God loves you, God loves me, and God loves everybody. Woo! I love you guys. We're out of here.
Signing off.
Bye.
See y'all next show.
Woo!